Welcome to the Rogue Deck series, where we climbed a diamond with Rogue Decks to show, hey meta, we can get there in style. This week is a continuation of last week's video, where we went from gold to plat using Cyberdark dragons. This is how it went. Thank you. Thank you for the free win. This week we edited the list a bit as we were playing against a lot more competitive players. Now, on to the games. Hello, it's Fatzord, and we're back at it again, trying to climb to diamond using Cyberdarks. Well, you see here, we're going to use, since we have both spells in hand, we use the Claw to just grab Invasion. We're going to use Cannon to grab Chimera. We're going to use Realm to grab Keel, because it's going to the graveyard. And we're going to grab Core. So we're going to play Core. And we're going to add Cyber Emergency to hand. And I'm going to play a Cyber Emergency to grab another core for follow-up turn. And then I'm going to discard Designator to grab Power Bond. And here we go into Union Carrier. This is the newest card that we're using on the list, and honestly, I don't know why I didn't use it on the list before. This card is like the absolute perfect card. It's a machine, and summoning it is extremely easy to do, and it lets us get into our Buster Sword extremely consistently. Now, we get our Buster Sword. And the reason why we didn't go into Cyber Ends, we wanted the negates since we had Invasion to add more material to this. So we just wanted the extra negate. And our opponent concedes because they know they are screwed. So we're back at it again, going first. I'm going to play Cyber Emergency, and we're getting Max Seed, which honestly is not that big of a deal for us, as Max C, we don't actually special summon that much with this deck, surprisingly. So we're going to go Core, we're going to grab Realm, we're going to play Realm, and we're going to be searching for Cannon. So Cannon will allow us to get Chimera, and Claw will allow us to get our Horizon. Horizon's going to pitch Cyber Dragon. And we send Keel to the graveyard and a Cyber End Dragon. We get DD Crowed on the Cyber End Dragon. This was a slight misplay by our opponent because what they should have done was hold on to Crow until I was going to grab Cyber End Dragon with my Fusion. So I think he jumped the gun a bit on that. So we're going to go into Union Carrier. Again, Chimera. Power Bond. Boom, big fusion. Big fusion. Cyber Darkness Dragon. Going to grab a Cyber Dragon. Little more sad. We can't go into our big boss monster because we don't have a Cyber End Dragon. But now we have that negate. So we're just going to mainly think of just using that negate to remove our opponent's removal. So if he tries to Regeki, Lightning Storm, that's the only time we'll use a negate. Our opponent was on Zodiac Tri-Brigade. There's no way he can, if he has no Lightning Storm or no way of destroying this card, there's no way he can win the game. So it was just pretty much over from there. And you're going to notice a lot of these wins, this is kind of how it goes. You fight through their hand traps. You get out your fusion card with Buster attached. And you hope they don't have a Kaiju. And if they have a Kaiju, you're probably going to have a rough time. All right. And this is the third match. We're going to go and try and get our combo off. We're going to go for Core. Core gets Realm. Horizon pitches near. We grab a Cannon with that. We're going to activate Cannon. And we grab Cannon because we have Realm to grab Claw. And then we could pitch Claw for a trap. And then we're going to activate Realm to summon our Chimera. We're going to pitch Overload Fusion. You could have just used it, but I think of it as thinning out the deck. We go into the Union Carrier. Chimera is going to pitch our Edge to the graveyard. Then we're going to Power Bond into our Darkness Dragon. And right now I'm feeling pretty damn good. Feeling like the top of the world. I got my Cyberdark End Dragon. Boom. Boom. He's screwed. He's screwed, isn't he? There's no way our opponent could win from this. And this is what I'm talking about. So this is the major problem with this deck. And I'm just going to talk about it briefly because this is the most rage infuriating thing. And my goodness, this, like, there's no way I win from this point on. Like, our opponent's playing Eldritch. You think I can beat Eldritch with fucking 2 cards? You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. So we surrender. I wanted to show this defeat to show if you're playing against people who play kaijus, this deck is just going to lose. Very low. You put too many resources go into your turn for your big setup board to get annihilated by one kaiju. One lava golem just completely annihilates my entire board, and I have 0 chance of winning after that. If you are part of the small minority that are subscribed to the channel, I thank you. And if you are not, please consider subscribing as it helps me so much. Only 4% is roughly subscribed to me at this moment. I'd love to get that number higher. Thank you. And let's get into the rest of the video. Drum roll, please. Did we hit diamond using Cyberdark Dragons? Dun, 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 dun. No, we definitely did not. Now, why didn't we hit diamond using this deck? Well, I think if I had more time, I definitely could have hit diamond with it. I played this deck over the weekend because that's usually how I do these videos. And during that time, I climbed all the way to Platinum 1. And then from Platinum 1, I tanked it down to Platinum 5. I just played nonstop. I'm not even kidding you. It was the most rage-inducing, I think, like 5 hours of my life was non-stop kaiju, 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 and this deck cannot play against it. I was getting kaiju'd so much, I was actually thinking about putting a Vanity's, what is that card, the trap card, Vanity, let's just type it in right now, Vanity's Emptiness. I was so close to crafting this card and putting it in the deck just so I had a chance of getting my combo out, and then Vanity's Emptyingness so they can't kaiju me. That's the only reason why this deck I could not perform the way I wanted it to perform. So I definitely think you could get diamond with this deck. I was very close to getting diamond, but like I said, if you're playing against people who have kaiju, you're playing against people who aren't stupid. People get a little less stupid as you climb up. You're going to have a much harder time playing it. I've played against people who made the most disgusting, brainless, like, plays I've ever seen in my life, and I still lost to them because at the end of the day, when I have to invest my entire turn, and most games when I do my entire turn and I end off with a board of Cyberdark End Dragon, Union Carrier with Destruction Buster Sword attached, I have like 1 card in hand. So I invest pretty much my entire turn and everything's on the field. And when all that just disappears almost in an instant, when they just Lava Golem or Kaiju you, there's very little chance you're winning that game. even if your opponent has no really good follow-up after that, there's still a very little chance of winning that game. And I even edited the deck to make it way more susceptible to like surviving a bunch of different tactics. So we have a 1 of Lightning Storm. We run 3 cross-out designators to counter Ash Blossom, counter Effect Veiler. We don't even care about Max C that much. To counter Lightning Storm, counter Infinite Impermanence. We care more about them stopping our effects because this deck only special summons like twice on our turn. We go into Union Carrier and then technically 3 times if you want to count Cyber End Dragon. This honestly is like one of the more competitive lists I think that you can make with this deck. And like I said, I think you can hit Diamond with it. I honestly think you probably hit Diamond 1 with it. You're just going to want to pull your teeth and pull your hair. It is so frustrating just getting your entire combo just completely annihilated with 1 card over and over and over. And I played against it so much. It's like a disgusting amount. This deck is very consistent though with getting your combo out. So just to talk about the combo, you always want to get Cyber Dragon Core. So no matter what, like you really want to get Core in hand. So you summon Core. You can use Core to search up Cyberdark Realm or Horizon, whichever one you need. And then you want your field to pretty much be Cyber Dragon Core. You have like, let's say 3 Cyber Darks in the graveyard, which again is very easily because you have the cannon and you have Claw. Right here it's 2 Cyber Darks, right? And then you get 1 Cyber Dark in the graveyard from Horizon. And then you play Chimera. You activate Chimera's effect, get Power Bond from the deck, and then you Union Carrier from Cyber Dragon Core and Cyber Dragon Chimera. And then from there, you get Cyber Dark Chimera's effect activates and sends another Cyber Dark card from the deck to the graveyard, which gives you your 5 Cyber Darks. Then you can fuse into Cyber Darkness Dragon, grab End, go into Cyber Dark End Dragon, and the combo is pretty much done from there. The combo, like I said, I was literally able to get it off, I would say like 90% of my games. There was some games where I had a very awkward hand, like I had like Effect Veiler, Destruction Sword, Ash Blossom, like I had all my hand traps in my hand, and yeah, that can get awkward. But I would say most of my games, if you just have like 1 Core and 1 Cyber Dark in your hand, you most likely can get the combo off. It's that simple. Now we can hit Diamond with this deck in the time frame that we gave it, but I still think that you could if you really push for it. There's so many better decks out there though, so I don't know why you would want to do that to yourself. I think that would be similar to wanting to have your older brother just punch you as hard as they can in the nuts. I don't know why you would want to do it. The deck overall though is pretty fun, but over time it does get a little repetitive personally for my taste. If you wanted to, you can edit the deck even more so, maybe change the flavor of it, maybe add more regular Cyber Dragon cards, make it more of a going second deck. That way you don't really run into the problems of getting Kaiju since you're OTKing them on your turn. Other than that, we're going to be doing a new deck next week, and it's going to be a completely new challenge. And let me know down in the comments what deck you would like to see on this challenge where we go from 0 to Diamond.